Yo, it's Pop. I've been peeping this channel, Stay Wavy TV. They keep it real with the stories, the culture, the grind, no fluff, just truth. If you about growth, about learning, about riding
You
your
might
own
have
way,
started a
you
trend,
tap
y'all,
in.
because Cameron is suing J. Cole over their song Ready 24, where he claims that he wasn't properly compensated. Here's what we know so far. According to the court documents, Cameron claims he wrote lyrics and laid down a verse for the track Ready 24 by J. Cole in exchange for a promise that Cole would collaborate with him on a future project or at least appear on Cam's podcast. The problem? Cam says Cole never delivered. The story starts back in 2022 when Cam says the recording for Ready 24 went down. He claims that in exchange for his contribution, J. Cole agreed to collaborate on a future project or at least show up on Cam's podcast. It is what it is. From July 2023 through April 2024, Cam says he repeatedly reached out, but Cole kept saying he was too busy. Meanwhile, no podcast appearance or no collaboration materialized. Cam alleges that he isn't just seeking recognition, he also wants a full breakdown of any money the song generated, which he estimates exceeded $500,000. Why does the timeline matter? Because in hip-hop, timing equals value. If Cam laid down a verse in 2022, then the song drops apparently in generating revenue and promises to follow up vanish, the case for I did my part, you did yours, now pay up strengthens. Moreover, the promise component, future collab or podcast appearance, makes it not just a feature fee issue, but a broader deal. Cam alleges a quid pro quo that wasn't honored. That triggers legally but richer culturally because it touches on how respect, legacy, and networking translate into dollars in our culture. Now, what Cam says the claim versus the compensation issue, let's talk about that. Cameron claims in his own words, he says he penned lyrics and laid down a verse on the song in return for Cole promising to collaborate on a future project. Okay? So it sounds like, I ain't gonna lie, it sounds like J. Cole, like, pretty much finesse Cameron, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this feature happened in 2022 and it's 2025, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he states that the track was cut in 2022. Then from July 2023 until April 2024, he kept reaching out to Cole, who kept saying he was too busy for the podcast. And then despite the efforts, any planned music collaboration never happened. What's the compensation issue? Cam says he deserves recognition as a co-author of the song and a full breakdown of revenue from the track, which he estimates to be over $500K. Notice how this is more than I featured or I got paid later. This is I contributed, I promised, I didn't get the follow through, and now the song is doing numbers. So what's up? The position resonates especially in hip hop communities where features, promo, and legacy moves a part of the value, not just the mic time. So let's talk about J. Cole's side, okay? As far as public records show, J. Cole hasn't issued a detailed public response yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's normal, right? J. Cole, he don't really do interviews like that. We're most likely not going to hear J. Cole respond, you know what I'm saying, unless it's in court, okay? So when that happens, silence can speak volumes. In legal terms, if there's no clear contract laying out Cam's promise versus Cole's delivery, the case hinges on evidence, messages, recordings, email, verbal agreements. The legal landscape for music features and collaborations is wild. When someone contributes lyrics, verse, or part of a track expecting something in return beyond standard payment, court dives deep into contracts, implied agreements, and industry norms. In this case, the promise of a future collab or a podcast appearance is less concrete than I record verse, you pay me X. That makes Cam's job tougher but possible. Also worth noting, the song Ready 24 is listed in Wikipedia as being written by Jermaine Cole, Cameron Giles, Cameron, Tyler Williams, Michael Holmes, Kelvin Wooten, and Abdul Aziz Dane. If Cam is officially credited as a writer, that bolsters his recognition claim, but still doesn't guarantee the promised compensation part. The wider implication, if Cam wins or gets a settlement, we could see more hip-hop stars checking their contracts, written or verbal, when features and promises happen. It's a moment of accountability in an industry built on words of trust and word of mouth. Okay? Now, lastly, let's talk about the industry impact, okay? Why Cameron takes legal action against J. Cole over the song Ready 24, claims he wasn't properly compensated, rings loud for artists, okay? This isn't just about two big names. It's about what the culture of deals. It's about what the culture of deals in hip hop. When Cam says, I did my part, you did yours, or you said you would and now I want mine, he taps into a recurring theme. Features, co-writes, guest appearances, these are currency. And when promises behind them fall through, the emotional and financial toll gets real. Moreover, the headline, Cameron takes legal action against J. Cole over the song Ready 24, claims he wasn't properly compensated, singles to up-and-comers. Record every promise, demand clarity, and protect your rights, especially for black artists whose contributions historically have been undercredited or underpaid. From the listener side, we expect music to drop, right? Features to happen, collaborations to show up. When they don't, behind the scenes, there may be tension, broken deals. This case lifts the curtain a bit. Label execs, managers, artists, they all will watch this. If Cam sets a precedent, contract language might shift. Podcast appearances in exchange for a verse might come formalized. That's real charge, and yes, we care, even if it's inconvenient. So, listen, man. J. Cole, if you promised Cameron that you was gonna do a song with him, bruh, and if you felt like you didn't have the time to do the song, bruh, go to his podcast. Cameron and Mase got the hottest hip-hop podcast. Bruh, they got the hottest hip-hop and sports podcast in the world right now, bruh. Like, who do you see that got a sports podcast? The only person that I can say has a sports podcast as big as Cam and Mase is Shannon Sharp. That's it. Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. Nightcap. Other than that, they got the hottest podcast in the game, bruh. And I watch Cam and Mase more than I watch Nightcap. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Shannon Sharp and Ocho. I just think Cam and Mase got a better show. You know what I'm saying? They talk sports. They always have guests on the show. They're funny. You know what I'm saying? Niggas crack jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like the Adrian Broner situation. That shit was hilarious, bruh. Like J. Cole, bruh. Like the fact that Cameron had to actually file a lawsuit against you, bruh. It just goes to show, bruh, that you're not a man of your word. And that's the biggest problem with all of this, bruh. J. Cole, you're not a man of your word, bruh. This song was recorded in 2022. It's 3 years later. It's about to be 4 years later because the year is almost over. It's almost been 4 years since you promised Cam that you was going to do a feature or hop on his podcast, and he's been reaching out to you. And every time the man reaches out to you, you say you busy. J. Cole, how are you busy when you're not on tour right now? J. Cole, how are you busy when you don't have an album out right now? Right? Now, maybe you're busy because you're focused recording your album, but if that's the case, nigga, do a feature for Cameron. Or, bro, you telling me you can't take one day out of the week from Monday to Friday to go on Cam and Mase's podcast and just sit there and chill, bro? You know what I'm saying? And I think the reason why he don't want to go to the podcast is because I think J. Cole is an introvert, okay? Like I said, J. Cole doesn't really do interviews like that. You know what I'm saying? I think J. Cole is very introverted. But, bruh, it'll probably take you 15 minutes to record a verse for Cameron, bruh. Cameron could have sent you a song in your email. You could have went to the studio and laid out the verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no excuse for this, bruh. There's absolutely no excuse for this, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cameron. Like I said, man, it looks like Drake done started a trend, bruh. From now on, bruh, you know, rappers is gonna start suing other rappers, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Drake sued his label, you know what I'm saying? He should have sued Kendrick, because Kendrick is the one who called you the P word. But I think Drake started a trend, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think J. Cole is wrong? Do you think that Cameron's a sucker for filing this lawsuit? Do you think this is a good look for hip-hop? Let me know in the comment section, man. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, share the video. I'm out.
What's happening, baby? It's your boy Bernie Mac, and I'm giving a big old shout out to Stay Wavy TV. Yeah, I said it. Stay wavy. They so wavy, I got seasick just clicking the link. Keep doing your thing, man. And remember, if you ain't subscribed yet, you must be borrowing somebody else's